Hey there folks, welcome back to Let's Play Atelier Ryza 2, the secret love between Clifford and Sari, which doesn't actually exist. But would give them something to do when they're not part of the third game. I'm the Mysterious JG.
And that's something to do would be each other. I'm Lethal Vila.
Exactly. So, let's jump to the first screen. I feel vaguely... Yeah, things should go smoothly here. I feel vaguely like... It's more likely we didn't fully explore this place? Did we get all the way to the top of that, I guess we did. I don't know how to read these damn maps well enough. The red map travel, map destination,
I was gonna say the only place I could see something being here is maybe in the center or on this little right thing, but yeah. Other than that, I think we've been there. So
I got that curve down there, but yeah, I think we did go there. Well, I started poking around over here before, and you were like, go to the plot! But I think you were right. Even if we'd poked around over here, we may not have gotten map reveal yet. At some point, that, like, wall of the flame cyclones that you can't, like... Even though we were able to get to both sides of it, that has to be significant at some point, right? There's no way that's just there, right?
They'll probably have a memory on both sides, just...
Yes, to make it annoying.
With a golden figure showing a middle finger on each side. Possibly to the, the other one.
Oh. So Caldora Castle isn't really a castle at all. Is it even a Caldora? Or is that also bullshit?
The jury is still out on that one. In fact, we had to get a new jury. It turns out that one of them had prior relations with the castle. That is not, in fact, a castle.
Right. It actually knew it back when it was a castle.
Now, we've been over here. You can see the marker. This is our stone garden.
Here, yes. I'm going to take it out on you. Ah, boom.
Potato salad.
It's a hallowed spirit. Oh, you're gonna shock us, eh? Yeah, that's gonna work out great for you.
Think that strategy's got a bomb!
Nice. See what you did there.
Wait, what'd I do?
It's a blessed feather.
Blessed be.
Holy Arbor Crystal. Happy Arbor Crystal Day. Tower on the clouds. Well, I mean, there's a little spot there. There's a couple little... there's a couple of places it could be, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Pentatite, you're in my way.
I was gonna say, I can't remember what the last one we're looking for is.
I'm trying to pass, Pentatite.
You've seen this tree? Apparently this tree has no significance. Maybe there's something over here. Let's do the front view this time.
I was about to say, okay.
We haven't been through here. Otherwise, this would have been a notable experience.
Yeah, and it's confusing. The button you need to press doesn't... The camera and the actual button inputs you need to press to move do not line up very well at all when you do this.
Alright, so apparently nothing's in here, but maybe a memory will go ahead and scroll itself away. Next to the queen spider webs and angel silk. Would you like more angel silk?
She's so happy to be done climbing. Sorry, go ahead.
I wonder if Miss Ryza could put this to work.
Oh, yeah, see? This fucking bullshit here.
Man, see?
Map is just messing with me at this point. Alright, so... did we not bother to go over here? No, you have to be... Okay, so... I think it's over here that we didn't get to, and we've got to... How the hell did we get over there?
Not exactly sure, I think.
Is there a way to skip over there from up here?
I say there does appear to be a rope spot around there somewhere.
Interesting, but stupid. The last settlement. We're getting further and further away from where we're trying to get to, and you can't... Wait, but we got up there before, didn't we? What the hell's going on? Oh, okay. Oh, buddy. Alright, good.
Here's that. Hurt. God, that's bright.
Yeah. They're just gonna blow up my TV.
That happens. Okay, Lethal, I need you to be my seeing eye streamer.
Yes. Alright, tell me what buttons to press and let me know when it's drifting.
Yeah, tell me where the mouse is also once we get to the other screens.
Gotta be some hidden way to get down, nothing that we're doing over here is getting us to that spot. It feels like we've got to cut, because that's not a, that is a fishing spot and a landmark. So it's starting to feel like we come into that from another direction entirely. Like we enter the room from a different third room we haven't found yet to get over there.
Maybe. And we're not getting through this particular room, so...
So we've been here before, and I mean in this general situation of, what the fuck do we do? And running around back and forth, and something just randomly triggers, and then places we've already visited have new stuff to see that we know we'd been there before, and nothing happened when you went there.
Let's go back. Let's go ahead and look at that space.
Which space?
Because we're trying to get to the lower left, right?
We are trying to get to the lower, the southwest.
Let's head down there and just see if we've missed anything. Let's give it another look. And if there's no clear way to get up to it, let's try some of our other maps and see if they have something that might traverse to that particular door.
Well, there's really only one other map to check, but yeah, we would need to get back to that very first screen and just kind of give it a good recce.
Aye, sir.
I'm losing power, Captain. See, there's places like this that seem involved and important, and...
They were. We found this one.
Yeah, this game does that a lot, though. It's like, oh, there's a really fancy place, and there's one little cinematic here, and then that's it. Alright, so... head back for this corner of the world. Now...
We did go in there. That's where we had the front view.
Over here, we found some water, and we swam to a new place. Maybe we could do a more thorough exploration of the little underwater section that we found.
I'm not sure that's going to be helpful, to be honest.
Nope.
We can still do it.
That's a long shot, but... poke around further without just jumping straight into the water. But there doesn't seem to be much else to do other than getting into that water.
There's nothing else in here.
Nope. All right. Actually, let's instead go back to this screen and exit this way and start kind of at the end of this area now.
Seeing 2 other doors. One in the center and one at the lower left.
One at the lower left is the one that brings us into this place from the previous area. So
all right.
The one in the center, I'm not sure I see one in the center, but certainly it's a good place to poke around. I want to see if there's maybe something will trigger with this wall of flames now. Nope, okay. Nothing here is actually secretly climbable, okay. It's even if there's not a whole hell of a lot that you're doing with it sometimes, it's still a charming graphic style and world, like fantasy world to be wandering about in.
Must be in that water right there.
Yep, I think you are on to something. Water doesn't exist in this game unless it's hiding a cave.
Okay, now we are in that area.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Oh, there's something new in that lily pad.
Dunkelheit. Yeah, that's actually... There's some items that we probably are not even going to bother to make now, like high-end healing shit that needed Dunkelheit. That's a high-end ingredient right there. Alright. So is that not it? Did we just...
There's a little thing you can crawl through. It might be through there.
Okay. Oh no, I just thought we had unlocked a landmark, but it was not a landmark that mattered for compass completion. But in fact, yes, no, we are not in fact done. There's a really good chance that this is it right here.
Community remnant. All right.
Medium medicine. Gunpowder is must when you're exploring ruins. Otherwise, how could you, murder people? If you like bladed weapons or something. Even if you have knowledge of mushrooms, it's still safer not to eat them blindly, not without using some gunpowder first.
Okay, so that's still not everything. Let's look at our compass delay. What we have so far. We looked at it before. We had some things that were not completed. And that kind of led us to both these areas, actually. Yeah, there's a normal fungus. And time capsule. That was the crystals we found earlier. So what the hell else does it want?
I'm going to hit the Atelier again real quick. See if... Because that is where the head is.
It is. But it's because we need to make something for the fire vortex. We just don't have the recipe because we haven't done the puzzles yet.
Yes, we should be able to proceed smoothly here.
So there must be something else to be seen.
It's a dream to come true to get to go on another adventure with everyone in Atelier Ryza 3. Coming when we get done with this DLC.
We actually do need to chat about what's next. We want to do take a little break from Ryza land for a minute, but we can talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll leave that in the dark so the viewers don't know.
Yes, don't pull back the curtain too much on the secrets of these videos. Okay. Well,
I'm not sure if there's any on this screen. We have quite a few on this one, and I'm fairly sure we've been to all these areas.
Well, what I'm realizing now too is, we hopped and did this. There may be there's a jump down to get back to this part, but maybe there's a little bit after you jump down, but before you jump all the way down, that we could poke our little noses into.
Sure.
I do feel like this Forest of Flames screen is if we miss something, this does seem to have more places where there's big yawning chasms of territory where we don't have anything to show for it. So I'll leave that for now and just head back this way.
It's a big old platform of bullshit.
Yeah, that seems like it might be a thing.
Well, guess what?
It's not. It's a big
It's
old
just pretty.
platform of fuck you.
And this one we have found. The Azure Stone Spring. This is where we got to the other place.
Yep. So I'm gonna... Like I said, I'll come back down here again. Poke around in this tower in the clouds. Okay, surface please. Thank you. Poke around in here a bit more before giving up and fast traveling out.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. And just drop down there and then you're down there. That seems to be all there is to it. I don't think there's anything interesting going on in that little bit of rock. For those about to rock, we salute you. Elbow drop off the top rope. Yeah.
That thing makes a sound, as it often does. Alright, so that's everything here. This crystal is of no significance, even though it is in the center of everything.
It's much like Iowa in that way. Sorry, Iowa. See, I lived for a while as a kid in Nebraska, so my resentment for Iowa still seeds.
Yeah, there are corn rivals.
Well, like, I think it might still be true. Certainly at the time, Iowa had, like, the highest average SAT scores in the whole country, and Nebraska was, like, number 2. Because they're both really low crime areas with really high, well-funded public schools. But they would, like, brag about it. Like, Iowa's, like, number 1 in public schools, and people from Nebraska are like, okay, what the fuck ever. Jerks.
Cool, bro.
Yeah. When I free associate on the word Iowa, I think the smart people. So, yeah, down here. We did poke around over here before, and we found nothing.
Alright, what other places on the map have we not gone to? Whether it be this map or the other two.
Well, I mean, there's not 2 others. The only thing to do now would be to... Like, this, I think, is the first screen of what is considered Keldora Castle. But we can backtrack and make sure that the screen that we go to from here is fully not Keldora Castle anymore.
Nah, I meant there's 3 places that show up when you go to the Keldora Castle.
Well, yeah,
being
the
one
last
of those
one
3.
is just the overall name of the place.
Oh, okay. I guess I've never noticed that until now in this fucking series.
I think it came up in the last one. We were convinced, like, oh, there's one more that's missing. And I think that was like, JG, the last one is the name of the overall area. But that was Ryza 1 memories that we share and cherish. The fuck game!
Yeah, I remember those.
The fuck. I think my favorite memory of the Atelier Ryza 1, and it was a lovely game that I really enjoyed. I think my favorite memory was the diary that's... Oh god, now I can't remember the character names. The guy who loves donuts.
How could you not remember my name? I was pivotal in the first game. I was even playable.
I can't even remember his name, though. What was his...
You, of course, remember my partner's name.
Well, Lila, yeah, she wrote in the diary, what's his name, talks too much. And that was like her only entry for its entire area of map we had explored. Remember, her recollection was he talks too much.
Viewers at home, you remember my name, right?
Ansel Adams, is that? Oh, see, that's the trick. You got to jump into the flames.
My name is Impel.
Impel. Okay. Impel. Impel talks too much. Or Impel won't shut up. I think that's what she actually said.
Okay, so I don't see any other place that would be on this map. So if it was me at the helm, I would go looking at the other map just to see if there's any other spots that we haven't been to.
Did we, like, just not... Is there something where the landmark was pre-marked on the map and we just didn't quite tap it?
No.
For, like, just poking up at this again? It's like, no, mine archives. We did this. There's a fucking scene. Cal said he couldn't read it.
You said mine archives, remember?
Yes, mine
I was
archives.
there.
Not Dinah archives, mine archives.
Okay, so let's look at this map.
Graveyard is like, oh, this is a place. You just didn't quite touch the graveyard before, see?
JG, can you bring up the map, please? Okay. The only places that look possible would be to the right, possibly the lower center. I know we've gone through that little nubbin up there because that was the crawl through space.
Yep.
We've been all over the top section, so I don't think that's it. I'm not exactly sure what else it wants then.
I think we're just going to run right past something that we've already run past like 10 times, and suddenly it's going to be like, oh, hey, you hit the right pixel. Okay, is that typing or is that liquid refreshment? What's going on? See,
That's me.
This feels like it should be a fucking thing. Well, no, I know it's you. Is that more Jack or is that more keyboarding?
This is one of the things that pisses me off about this game's walkthroughs is we have where every memory is.
Yeah.
Nothing about where these stupid landmarks live.
Alright, so I'm just gonna like touch every corner of this fucking area.
Okay.
In case we didn't... Oh, that's the way that we got here. It won't even let me back out. It's like, no, you're committed now. The other thing to do is just check everywhere to see, is there water we didn't notice that's got a hidden cave? Because, man, this game loves hidden water caves. Got water over here? Hey, over here, you got water?
The answer, of course, is no. There was no water left in
Right again.
Whoville.
Mighty Casey had struck out.
I'm not sure if these are the same stories.
There was no water in Mudville. How could there even be mud? Maybe there's two caves down here, and we foolishly went into the first cave that we saw, but it was just a distractor to keep you away from an even more incredibly valuable cave. Valuable.
I wasn't gonna harp on you. Sometimes that can happen.
Even more valuable cave. Hey, look at this. There's like crystals and shit down here. Oh yeah. But they don't...
This is complicated further since this is a DLC, so I can't find anything to help us out.
Yeah, like people like DLCs. No one needs to know how to play through those. So don't fall for buying the DLC. Game's over. Get a new game.
This ain't over.
Nothing is over. So there's a ladder going up, which I know we have climbed. Did we miss anything because we saw a ladder and beelined for it too quickly? It does not appear so. Here is what the people came for. Is there a little... This is just the hidden cave. It has been and continues to be the hidden cave. It shall be and has been and always was our friend, Jim.
Yep, we already have the landmark here, so nothing to be gained. All right. Let's see if there's another possible map here. I think you only saw two screens, at least on the memories, though. Yeah, there's just Tower of Clouds, or On the Clouds, and the Thing of Flames. There is something afterwards, of course, after the Flame Vortex.
Yes,
but
a third and... Is it a third and final area or a fourth and final area? That may be critical.
it's the third.
Okay. Yeah, that means it's just these two screens. We fucking... We're just going to be wandering around someplace we've been a dozen times and suddenly be like, oh, hey, there's a landmark. You've never been here before, right? Yeah, a landmark. Well, that's the place we get into via the water from somewhere else.
I've only been watching a little bit as I've been trying to find the answer online. Did you go to the north or to the east portion with those two rope swinging spots yet? I'm sure you have.
I mean, we've been everywhere at least probably twice now, but anything where you think you got a lead, I will go back there for a third time happily.
I don't. I'm just saying there's not a landmark marker on there, so and it's an open space that's far away.
No, I agree. It does feel like someplace where we might just not have hit the right pixel.
I don't recall hitting the rope spots in this place because it looks like it'd take us up on that building.
Yeah, no, it does. This is how we got to this lake, which led to that thing up there.
Okay. Sorry, folks, that we can't make this more fluid.
And we're staring at water, even as you say that, but still, we can't do it.
Huh.
Oh, never mind. It just takes us back to the other side of the... I was like, oh, hey, this is a different... Oh, no, it's not.
Did you stick your nose in that house a little more? I think you already did, but we might as well rub it again.
Just keep on rubbing it until something comes out.
We're probably within acknowledgement distance, I'd hope now.
I was just hoping we could blow up these rocks and get back here, or boxes, rather.
We're losing coherence as this goes on. Okay,
Maybe
so
hitting up, maybe bouncing up against what we're going to be able to figure out tonight, but yeah, I can see some really fruitless searching for more information online. This is just going to be eventually it's just like, oh, you got it. Congratulations. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just fucking go back to the entrance and leave and confirm that this is...
That's definitely the other area.
Not even... Okay, it's not even part of these... not even part of it.
So let's look at this map again. Let's analyze this one.
This actually has more open spaces with nothing, but... We have... You just kind of hug some walls here for a while?
Yeah, just to avoid the landmarks we already have. Because if you're making a video game, you're probably going to spread these out a bit further than having them right next to each other. The excitement, the romance, the danger. This is my least favorite part of the video game. We didn't really talk about that too much in our...
No,
we talked about it a little bit.
A little bit.
This really punctuates how...
See, this is where I would be having characters vamping at each other in character from the game, but when it's me and you, instead of doing that, we just sort of both cry about how much this sucks.
I do recall that we saw a. Do you remember when we saw either a black roadrunner or it was some kind of black creature? Remember that?
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. Like, is there a... We've been avoiding the enemies here just to avoid getting slowed down. Is there a... Yeah, there was a... And I was like, oh, you know, I know it's marked as a big bad, but it's probably not even worth our time to fight. Because we're so over that thing's level. Now it's like, yeah, that might be the big bad that is a compass thingy, me-jigger.
Well, it might be a trigger for this.
I don't see a big bad marked anymore, though.
I don't think this was marked as a big bad, from what I remember. I just remember you were walking around and there was a black enemy, and I thought that was weird. All right, well, I don't recall what it was. I don't remember if it was one of these dragon-like creatures.
All right, well, eyes open. Let's just wander around to places where we've got enemies marked.
Have we fought one of these dragon creatures before here?
I don't know that we have. Let's see if either of these dragons over here are black. You know, these dragons used to identify as Indian, and suddenly they became black. All right. They're not black. That's the problem. We're trying to find black dragons in the hope that they will... Oh, they're draconic lords, so we have fought this type before.
Yeah. We'll see if fighting them here makes any difference. I doubt it will. Don't bother getting mad.
Get glad.
Yeah, get the trash bag for yourself.
Because that's what you are. It's a girl with kaleidoscope step. Ryza still posing away.
Alright, so it definitely wasn't that.
What are you and why are you stopping me from progressing, guy? That thing's fucking connected somehow. We've just been ignoring it. Alright. So we're seeing just any number of boring, identical draconic lords. We can slide down here. And we've got boring, identical, lawful, just whatever the hell these things were.
Yes, the lawless cougars.
The mine archives do not seem to have cool black enemies to engage with, so... That is not water we get to dive into and discover cool caves underneath. Regular old enemies continue to be here. At least I've got an idea now that, oh yeah, we're not just wandering over old territory. We are looking for black, smoky enemies that I might have just, you know, without thinking about it, sidestepped before.
Mm-hmm.
Although I feel like in the past, they were not compass. They were kill it and you get a memory fragment.
Watching some footage right now just to see if I can find any leads on this BS.
Oh, you're watching other Let's Plays. Oh, now we've truly fallen on hard times. That's hard time, Betty. When you lose your job, they give you a gold watch, a kick in the booty, and they say a computer took your job. That's hard times.
It's happening more often than not nowadays, I'm sure.
Well, yeah. I think the famous Dusty Rhodes Hard Time promo was from the 70s, and it was about computers replacing people at work. Good thing that's not a problem anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well... I mean, at this point, the video is going over because I keep thinking we're just about to have progress.
Yep.
Alright, so we can... Poking here looking for scary black enemies. These are...
I mean, that may not be what it was, but I know I saw something. I was like, that's just weird. Usually they're not...
Well,
even when they're big bats, they're usually not, you know, black.
Well, that was a Roadrunner, so I'm thinking what you actually saw was from the screen right before we got here, but...
Probably.
Which would mean it probably doesn't have anything to do with this. He said, not feeling that confident. I see there's a bridge over us. How would
How does
that...
one get to the bridge?
Yes, it could be
To
a
the bridge.
decorative bridge. Because the map doesn't indicate a path there, but... Azure Stone Spring. Have we dove in this water before?
Just for no real reason, why don't we go back to the Atelier and try to rest now?
Oh, you think just enough time has passed? I mean, poking
Oh
here.
no, I'm watching this other footage, and it looks like it will eventually proc at the Atelier, maybe, because it looks like you looked at all the ones that we looked at,
Yeah.
and I'm not seeing anything new. So I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yep, I'm,
So, worst thing that happens is we go back to the Atelier, and it still doesn't work.
Well, while we're here, because this spot takes a tiny bit of work to get to, no creepy black enemies here.
Yep.
So...
I didn't see him fight any black enemies either, so...
Right.
Maybe I skipped over it.
We could go our old standby, sleeping for a couple of days. That was a big part of advancing side quests in the Ryza 1.
Nothing. This damn video game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad you're not dying, Fee.
Come on, okay, we just wasted a week, Fee, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
Walk out the front door and then walk back in. Maybe
I
that'll
was gonna
change
try the
something.
side door, actually. Alright,
Son of a bitch.
that's fucking great. Alright, when we come back next time, I guess it's oh, Clifford and Sari, is their romance finally going to bloom? We'll find out next time, folks, or my name isn't Lethal Feline, which it isn't.
Bye.